off, he does go off. So yeah, I would agree with you there, Brycey. If he does do his thing, then we can see an Aware win very, very likely on the card table. We're on board, realised not that accurate actually.
Well, they're still pushing this hill here. I'm surprised they haven't tried to push through and get the spawns for the next one. Here we go. Realise, looking to get onto this next hard point, they're going to be looking at the top to try and get that spawn, and Realise is going for it here. He has seen a player, hasn't managed to get that kill, has struggled a bit, but will try and secure the spawn for his team.
He's done the right thing though. If you can hold this spawn down, it makes things a lot easier. Just trying to hold it down at the moment, and if he just stays alive up here, he can get some sort of control, and then they can move into the hard point. Getting the points now.
He has been knocked off.
He has been knocked off, unfortunately, but on board with PD. As we did say, if he can start doing things, Aware will look very, very good. He's currently got 3 captures to his name, only 5 and 4, but Joe's going to clean up. A
big
shot here at the back. Very, very well played. He's got control of the spawns. He should be able to get another one here as well. He sits down Lewis. This is very, very well played by Aware Joe. And Aware 44-40 and 30 points in the lead.
A little bit weak going in that gun battle, but he's done a lot of work for his team. They are now in the lead, Aware 45-14. Going to go back on board with PD here, as he is going to go rotate. He's going to go through mid though. He's going to have 3 players around him. He's going to go straight down. It is difficult to go through that middle cut.
But let's just pay attention to the fact that Juicy is actually 10-6, so well played from him so far. The only person that's close to rivaling him at the moment is Joe of Aware, but Juicy playing a very, very good slaying game at the moment, but he's got a couple of guys coming up on his right-hand side. He is going to get shut down by Joe. Headshot coming in there from him, and Luce just trying to get some control down the back here. There's so many different entrances to this point that, you know, there's so many different points they can come from as well towards that spawn. It's very, very hard one to hold down, but let's see what the teams can do.
Well, Juicy's now trying to break this hill and get Aware out of it. It has to another one. Gus get a 2-piece. Picks it up. Robin's going to pick up more. Can he get the last one here? He is heavily tagged up. They don't have the spawn they want, but they will try and hold it here against Aware. Aware now pushing in. 4 of them coming in. Juicy's going to see one. Eventually picks up that kill. Kill's being traded in the hill, but it will come out in favour of the guys from Intensity.
Juicy 14 and 8 at the moment. Very well played through captures to his name as well. We are currently on board with Rob, so he's currently on a 2-streak. Make that a 3. Nice shots coming in there. It's going to get the sec. Not going to quite happen there for. But currently, they're going to draw this one up. Well played by Intensity.
Here comes the rotation. You're going to have Intensity going glass, and they're going to come up against Aware, who've got just in there first. And down he goes. Joe's going to get it. Let's jump on board with him as he's trying to hold down Street, and down he goes as well. But Aware have won this rotation.
Yeah, Aware are there first, and they're holding things down. This one, once again, a couple of different ways people can come, but they're quite small choke points, so you know it's not exactly the hardest one to hold down. Let's see what he can do. Grenades can rain in, though. PD does go down very quickly as JT's going to come up back down the left-hand side. And there is Intensity in there at the minute. Rob's on a 5 captures with 3 streaks, so well played by him.
Yeah, they have been pushed down. It is looking like they're holding here. I'm going to jump on board with Rob's, who's trying to hold down Street for his team. There's nobody going to push there, so he's going to be a little bit. There we go. Somebody's just jumped off glass. Is he going to be able to get this kill? No. Joe shut him down mid-air, and now he's pushing to the hard point with his team. They will be able to get this one here. Maybe 10 seconds left before they need to look for the rotation as well. A lot of bullets going down. They are being challenged. Joe is going to be alone, but his teammates are there. They're going to have to hit this rotation now, though, Ton. It does look like Intensity will have the advantage if they are stacking glass.
I feel as if they left that a little bit too late. You did see the guys coming down that left-hand side. In my opinion, you should have probably rotated back through middle to try and get there a little bit quicker. Now they're in a position where PD's going to be picking up a 2-piece there for Aware as well, so pretty good for them. Luce in a great position, though, picks up 2. He's going to have to look at the 3rd behind him. He does get shut down by PD, who's currently on a 3-streak, made that a 4-streak as well. Watson's not doing too bad himself as well. Realize come there with a big 2-piece by Realize there.
He's going for the pinch.
He's just about...
No, he's reload.
Not going to get it, but his teammate
big plays from him there on that flank. Getting a 2-piece on the pinch has enabled his team to take this away from Aware now.
Well, Realize, although he is bottom of the leaderboard, that was a very, very good breakthrough there. That 2-piece really opened things up for his team. With Aware currently in lead just by about 10 points. Juicy's having a great game, though. He does get shut down very, very quickly by Joe as we are on board with Luce inside the point. Big shots going down left, right, and centre from every single member of Aware. 3 members of Intensity do go down. But JT is there to try and clean house again, holding things down.
They're going to hold this to the last possible second. Next hill is mid, and they're not going to want to rotate too early into there because it's very difficult to hold. A lot of contests will go in that middle pool. But here we go. JT now going for the rotate as that hill ends. Looking for that player, heavily stunned, can't see anything, will go down. PD is in there. He is alone, though, in a sea of blue.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, lead is extending for Aware, but this hard point, as we said, it is literally a very, very scrappy one. You look to pick up 5-6 points here and there if you can get a few kills down, but it's literally getting some slaying down, maybe try and get the rotation in, maybe in around 20 seconds or so, but literally scrap points all around. But the ones that do actually need it are Intensity, 93 to 132, just past the halfway point. It's looking really good for Aware at the moment. If you have a look at the scoreboard as well, Petey heating up, as we said, 22 and 18. Juicy not doing too bad, though. He was on a 2 kill to death ratio at one point, but 24 and 21 now. Seems to be just running a bit of a death streak here.
Petey's exactly the kind of player you want in this hill. He's very, very quick. His reflexes are amazing. And he's definitely established himself as a top player in the European scene, playing on both Epsilon and TCM in recent memory.
Yeah, I mean, he's really stepped up. I mean, we used to, maybe 2 years ago, we said this guy is one of the ones that's going to break in these top teams. He had his little break into them. Stepped down maybe a little bit into Aware now, but you know, he's with guys who potentially can do something. So the guys that are coming into it in the last 2 years who've started making movement and trying to break Epsilon out of that top 2.
Well, here you go. It does seem Aware maybe a little bit more comfortable in this game. Now, they are winning a lot of these trades. And you can see, here we go. We're going to have Intensity. They're going for the top spawn. They've got to push through and get them out, though. Aware are still winning these gunfights to just deny them as much ground as possible.
Intensity really need a big push here.
Petey with a clutch 2-piece there to shut them down. Call it 3.
But as I was saying, Intensity really need a good chunk of points here. It is game over. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Aware can afford to just trade points backwards and forwards. They need a big chunk. They need somebody to go in there and start lighting Aware up, but it's not happening because it is all Aware on the scoreboard in the minute. Captures 11 for PT in the moment, making another kill as well. His reflexes are so good. They're moving around. Watson's going to pick up 2 pieces as well, and they're not in the point, but they are causing problems. But
they're ready for this rotation.
Intensity are really catching up a little bit, but as said, Aware ready for the rotation.
This is the great thing about being ahead and getting a rotation early. If you get those first 10 points, you're quite happy to just trade for the rest of it. JT, though, getting a kill. Now going to reinforce his teammates. Here comes an Intensity push. They only have 3 going to be available to try and get this pinch here, but Aware have all guns blazing. Petey trying to get down. He pulled his shot far too early. And now JT, they are going to spawn out. There is one who's managed to get in there. It's going to be Joe alone. He is going to get shut down. And now it's going to be scrappy in this hill. You're going to have Intensity already in there. Lewis alive, heavily tagged up, looking for another player to come through. They need these points, Ton. They are so far behind in the dying 2 minutes.
Yeah, Intensity need to really hold tight here. If I was Aware, I would literally be throwing guys at them, but that's exactly what they've done. They've been sat down. 2 Aware guys go down to Juicy. And they are going to get some points back on this board here. They're going to be around 40 or so by the time we move on to the next point. And it is going to be Aware who has set up, but Lewis has some work to do. He has 2 kills to go down. Realize doing work on a JT. And they have actually managed to do really well. Lewis doing great work down this left-hand side. He's had his teammates hit 2 as well. He's going to make another one as well. There's one guy left from Aware inside the half point.
Lewis picked up 3 kills and his teammates just weren't able to convert.
They didn't seem to be anywhere around there. Juicy's going to get shut down. That's a bit of a silly play. He knows they're going to be spawning down that side. Lewis is going to try and do work once again. He really needs to clean Aware up very quickly. They are around 60 points behind with a minute and a half to go. And it's not looking too good for Intensity.
They just cannot break through this Aware lineup. Kills being traded, and then Intensity do not need that. They need to get this time. Down they go again. And you can see Petey's actually going negative here, but he's almost dropping a 30 bomb for it.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's not. If you're getting that amount of kills, then fantastic work. But Watson, 40 and 28 in the moment. We sort of seen him slip under the radar a little bit, but he's doing fantastic work. 144 to 214. It's looking very good for Aware, and that is now impossible. It has been for a few seconds, and Aware walk away 1-0.
Well, there we go. Aware have taken that one there. It was very close up until the second set of rotations. And you just saw Aware starting to look comfortable. We saw it wasn't all one-sided, but, well, apart from that scoreboard right now, it wasn't one-sided, and then but you just felt more comfortable. They were winning the trades, they were getting the rotations, they were very difficult to shift out of that hill at any point. They Intensity could not set up on any hill after the first rotation.
It seemed to be that last one where Lewis was making good plays down the left-hand side. They were getting the guys in there, but there was always one more from Aware. It was making that one kill, which is then allowing his team to come back into there. You know, it's just about making those little pinches when you need to potentially give your team that time to get up and help you, you know, delaying that push from the other team. Aware did that fantastically well when Intensity were on the front foot and they were trying to get back in the game. Not good enough though. Aware, 250 points has been reached, 1-0.
Well, there you go. Aware have taken the first point, and this is something we predicted